I want to ask you something, and I need you to answer it honestly, not out loud, but within yourself. When was the last time you were completely alone, with no phone, no noise, nothing to distract you, and you just sat with yourself? Not to meditate, not to journal. Just sitting there with the silence and that voice in your head. You know exactly which voice I'm talking about, the one that shows up at night, the one you spend all day trying to outrun. Most people never stop long enough to hear it because we've become experts at staying busy. We are constantly distracted, and if we slow down, if we actually allow silence, we might have to face something we're not ready for. So we keep running. But the truth is, you can run from everything except yourself. I remember a moment that wasn't impressive, wasn't powerful, and definitely wasn't something I was proud of. It was late, I couldn't sleep, and I had run out of distractions. There was nothing left but silence. And in that silence, the voice didn't come gently. It didn't suggest improvement. It said something direct and uncomfortable. It said, "You have been lying to yourself." Not a small lie, not something occasional. A consistent daily lie about what I was capable of, about why I wasn't further in life, about who was responsible for where I was. The hardest part was that many of my excuses were true. Life wasn't always fair. People did doubt me. Some things were genuinely difficult. But I had taken those truths and turned them into a shield. I used them as permission to stay exactly where I was. That's the part most people avoid. It's easier to blame circumstances than to take responsibility for what you do with them. In that moment, I had two choices. I could distract myself again, pick up my phone, find something to avoid the feeling, or I could stay and face it. I stayed. It wasn't a proud moment. It wasn't inspiring. It was uncomfortable and humbling in a way that forced me to see things clearly. Because the truth doesn't come to motivate you. It comes to strip everything away. No image, no ego, no story. Just you and the gap between who you are and who you keep saying you want to become. Most people can't stay in that space. They leave. They distract themselves. They tell themselves they'll deal with it later. But later is where dreams disappear. There's a concept known as self-limiting beliefs. It sounds simple, but in reality, it doesn't feel like limitation. It feels like logic. It feels like being realistic. That's what makes it dangerous. It disguises itself as wisdom while slowly lowering your expectations of yourself. Your mind constantly looks for evidence to support what you already believe. If you believe you're not capable, it will prove it to you. If you believe you're not meant for more, it will reinforce that every single day. You're not seeing reality as it is. You're seeing a filtered version designed to keep you where you are. The same voice that tries to keep you safe is also the one keeping you small. There are always two voices. One pushes you toward comfort, the other pushes you toward growth. The problem is that the comfortable voice feels familiar. It sounds like you. It feels like protection. But if you keep listening to it, you don't just stay the same. You slowly become someone you don't respect. You become aware that you're capable of more, but you continue choosing less. That awareness becomes heavy. That's what stays with you. Failure isn't the real problem. Failure means you tried. It means you were in the process. The real problem is knowing you're capable of more and repeatedly choosing the easier path until it becomes your identity. Growth is not clean or comfortable. It's not a perfect routine or a peaceful process. Real change happens when everything inside you is telling you to stop and you choose to continue. That moment is the edge. It's the line between who you've been and who you can become. Your mind will resist. It will give you logical reasons to quit. It will tell you to take a break, to go back to what's easy, to avoid discomfort. It will feel right, and that's exactly why it's dangerous. Because the voice that wants you to stay comfortable doesn't want what you actually want. Comparison makes this worse. You compare your struggles to someone else's best moments. You compare your doubts to their confidence. You compare your starting point to their progress. You were never in the same race, but you convinced yourself you were. The only real challenge is between you and the version of you that keeps choosing comfort over growth. That battle happens daily, in small decisions, especially when you're tired or when no one is watching. That's where your life is shaped. Discipline is often misunderstood. It's not about punishment. It's about integrity with yourself. It's proof that when you make a commitment, you follow through. Every time you break that commitment, you lose trust in yourself. And when that trust fades, everything becomes harder. Not because life changed, but because you stop believing in your own word. You don't wait to feel confident before you act. You act, and confidence develops as a result. It's built through consistency, through small decisions, through moments where you could have quit but chose not to. That's how growth actually happens. You may think your situation is different, and maybe it is. But something brought you here to hear this, and it wasn't random. It was that voice, the one you've been avoiding, the one that's been waiting for you to stop long enough to listen. So here's the only thing I want you to do. Tonight, when everything is quiet, ask yourself one question. What am I pretending not to know? You already have the answer. You've known it for a long time. You just haven't been willing to face what it requires from you. The struggle inside you is real. The fear is real, the resistance is real. It doesn't become easy. But what changes is you. Because the most dangerous version of you is not the one who failed. It's the one who never found out what they were capable of. Don't become that version. If this hit something in you, don't let it be a one-time thing. Hit subscribe and join everyone on this channel who decided they were done playing small. New videos every week. Colton Graves, right here.